Happy holidays and welcome to Update Novi. I'm your host, Sheryl Walsh, and with me at the world-renowned Novi's 12 Oaks Mall is the Honorable Mayor Bob Gatt.
I'm glad to be here again.
Are you?
I'm very happy to be here.
And with us here is our General Manager, correct?
Yep.
Of the mall, and Dan Jones. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thanks for having us, and we're a little pre-holiday season, but we're going to tape this as if it's the day before the big day. That would be December 24th or 25th.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about all things holiday.
Okay, sounds good.
And 12 Oaks and the partnership that we have and what we do for you, what you do for us as an economic engine, and all those wonderful things. Because I tell you, 5+ years now, maybe, since you added on the Nordstrom wing.
7 years, actually.
7 years
Yeah. already.
I remember you sharing with me that it was virtually unheard of for an investment that large to happen in a mall as old as 12 Oaks. So, here we sit 7 years later. 12 Oaks still remains the largest mall in Michigan.
Yep.
And probably one of the most profitable in the state as well. And all because of continued investment by parent company, great location.
Yep.
What is it?
Well, it's a combination of things. Obviously, when the site was selected all those years ago, probably 4+ decades ago.
1977 is when you opened.
Opened in 1977. So somebody obviously had a great vision of what I-96 and all the surrounding roads would bring, and the development that would happen, and ultimately. That combined with, the Taubman Company,
Yep.
who's continuously invested in the property, got a great leasing team to bring the right tenants to Novi and to 12 Oaks. All those things came together, and, for, 37 years, been a success.
And I will tell you, for being 37 years old, it's almost as old as you.
Huh.
It looks
Almost
brand
as old as my
new.
hair.
It looks brand new.
Now,
It does look brand new, doesn't it?
The company's been great at constantly reinvesting and upgrading and updating, and ultimately we've got a great team that takes everything very personal here and makes sure that it looks great every day. So.
We in Novi talk about many crown jewels of Novi, and some are real and tangible, and some are our location. We are blessed with an awesome location. We have a great schools, 3 or 4, actually 4 different school districts, and then a private school. But 12 Oaks is never far or never down on that list, because you guys actually helped create Novi and generate.
Sure, I want to say something. I was working for Novi back in the mid-'70s when Novi was nothing more than a farming community, dirt roads. The 12 Oaks Mall was the catalyst that started Novi to be what it is today. Without the 12 Oaks Mall, I don't know where we would be today.
So, and that continues on. I mean, people, as far as Grand Rapids, I was chatting with at one of my son's baseball games, and they said, we know Novi, we come there to shop. And I'm like, you live in Grand Rapids, but their choices are Novi or Chicago. When they think of big
Sure.
shopping destinations, and for them to come 2 hours east to shop here in Novi, I can imagine how vast your draw is from around the area.
Yeah, we hear that a lot from people from the west side of the state, from up north, and we have visitors from Canada and the northern Ohio area. So we do draw from a very large area.
We can attest to that, because we did the Man on the Street here for the State of the City last year, hoping to get some Novi people.
Yeah.
No.
There were no Novi
Everybody
people.
was
Not that I'm
from-
sure that they don't shop. They do shop here, but it was everyone we were interviewing they were not familiar, other than they get off here at Novi Road and they come right
They
here.
know
to
where
the
12
mall.
Oaks Mall is, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Hey, we're happy to be a nice attraction out here.
So the reinvestment in the mall 7 years ago continued throughout the past 5-6 years with not only Nordstrom's, but last year with the opening of the cheesecake was just like another little flag in the cap, because first, still only in Michigan.
Yep.
It has to have been a big draw.
It's been great, a real shot in the arm for the shopping center and for the area. Fortunately, our company has a lot of great relationships with, restaurants and our merchants, and, we were able to leverage that relationship to bring them to the mall. And, we've been able to do the same thing, with a number of new people that we've introduced this year as well. But yeah, certainly Cheesecake Factory was a real solid ad for us.
And then opening very soon, or we can say, and now open, another, which, I mean, people might say it's a popcorn company. They have only 5 locations in the United States. Chicago, Las Vegas, Atlanta, New York, and now Michigan. The Garrett, is it Garrett Popcorn?
Garrett Popcorn Shops.
Garrett Popcorn.
Yeah, if anybody's been to Chicago and they've traveled around the city at all, they've probably seen one of their shops. And I've happened to have been back and forth quite a bit in the last year, visiting Chicago, and know that my family stopped there and picked up product. And yeah, it's really great. It's a really iconic, food specialty merchant. So I think they'll do really well here because a lot of this market is really familiar with Chicago. And I think it'll be really great.
It's exciting that companies like that are drawn to this area. To me, it's a big testament not only to you, the mall, but to Novi as a whole, and the quality community and where people want to be located. So.
No, it's like you said, there's only a handful of locations, and to be one of those is really special. So.
Yeah. Talking about the holidays, what can people expect to see a little different or maybe enhanced from years in the past at 12 Oaks Mall?
We're constantly evolving the merchant mix, trying to get everything that we think our customer wants and needs here. And we've done a lot of renovation on our merchants this year. We've got a new and expanded Victoria's Secret and Pink location combined now. Getting ready to open a new Bath & Body Works and White Barn Candle Company combined, which will be a really exciting new design and everything. We just expanded our Apple store, completely redesigned it as well. But we just introduced Lululemon here at the shopping center this year. Like you mentioned, Garrett's Popcorn Shops. We have Spitzer's Gifts coming in, a number of things. So just constantly refreshing it. One of the big headlines this year for us is our Ice Palace, which is behind us, and the fact that we partnered with Disney, and we have the Frozen theme from Disney that's incorporated into the Ice Palace, and we know that it'll be really popular, and it'll certainly resonate with the residents of Novi and all the surrounding areas, because we're so family friendly here in Novi and all the surrounding markets that it just plays right into having this as the theme. So.
And I walked through it before we began our taping, and it's absolutely fabulous back there. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I'm excited to see it.
I mean, obviously, #1 movie in Disney's history, and all the characters are incorporated into the display, and it should be a lot of fun for everybody.
Very, very cool. And I'm sure the Jolly Man, or Jolly, I hate to say old, but because I'm
not
so
old
close,
at all.
but the Jolly Old Man himself, I'm sure, will be here. And
he's here.
He's here.
He's ready.
Here.
He's ready to go.
Officially here.
He's officially here as of today. So.
Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. Great partnership with the Novi Police and Fire Departments throughout the holidays. I know you guys have already met, and parking and traffic, especially, from. It used to be Black Friday, but now is there a name for Thanksgiving shopping too?
Some people call it Gray Thursday.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll open up at we ended up having 4 of our anchors that are going to be open by 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving. Okay. So the mall's going to follow suit. We're going to open at 6 p.m. and ultimately that's going to go around the clock through that Friday.
Okay.
But yeah, like you said, we've got a great partnership with the city. We contract with the PD to have police officers on site during those key days.
Right.
Certainly want to make sure everybody is, comfortable and safe, and that's an absolute priority for us. And but yeah, year after year, we get through it together. We manage the traffic together. We've got a few key days where we'll require certain mall employees to park off site, trying to take some of the pressure off the lot.
Sure.
But ultimately, we focus on it real heavy and try to make sure everybody's experience is as good as possible. So,
one of the best kept secrets, I still think, about traveling to and from 12 Oaks Mall is the M5 exit. For anybody that thinks getting off at Novi Road is cumbersome, I guess it's not the right word, but long lines, get off, traffic jams Novi Road. I would encourage them to use the M5 to 12 Mile exit ramp. It is awesome. It is awesome. The improvement's a couple years now, I think.
Yeah,
but-
it's been, you know, obviously it's been in place for quite a while. I got here 12 years ago and it was just finishing up.
Okay.
And but ultimately you're right, because if you watch our exiting, you know, most people want to go outside of the, you know, that one entry point or
Right.
exit point out on Novi Road, and ultimately you could go to any of the other exits, which we have multiple,
Right.
and you can get right out. And like you say, you can be on M5 like that right off a 12 mile. But yeah, if I would absolutely encourage anybody to use that as an alternative.
And you're right. The 12 mile all the way down to Beck it is great access too for those that are
Yep,
heading to
heading
the
west.
west.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
great little secrets for anybody listening that's traveling to and from and doesn't want the congestion right at Novi Road in 96. You're awful quiet here. What are you thinking about?
Well,
are you thinking about what you told Santa and wondering what you're going to get this
Well,
year or what?
I did talk to Santa before we went on the air, and I did ask him a special request, so we'll see.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't tell you what it is, of course, but it's all good.
I probably
You'll have to let us know in
Yeah.
December 26th.
Yeah, if you got it.
I'll let you know.
We'll follow up on the next show.
There we go.
Any final thoughts or things you
we're
want to
just,
share with the audience?
We're ready for everybody, and you know, a lot of preparation goes into getting to this point in the year, and so we're ready, and you know, it's should be another great year.
Dan, the mall looks beautiful right now,
Thank you.
as it always does, but during the holidays, it just looks magical, doesn't it? I mean,
It always.
yeah, it really does.
It does. And it'll just consistently get busier and busier,
Busier
which is
and
an
busier, yeah.
awesome thing.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
got a lot of people that put a lot of hard work into it to make it look that way. So
He's very meek, too, because he's the manager here.
I
and
know. He's
the-
always humble.
He drives this whole ship, you know, so
just
Yeah.
one of many.
you might be one of many, but you're the boss, and you're doing a great job. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your continued partnership as well and investment and support of the community, because we are Novi, as Mayor and I said, because of, in large part, due to 12 Oaks. So
No question.
We love being here.
thank you.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for inviting us and hosting. I always appreciate coming and
Sure.
getting out and getting the holiday spirit going.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching this half. Stay tuned, because when Mayor Gatt and I come back, we're going to update you about all the wonderful things happening in and around our Novi community. Don't go away.
So who's gonna do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Hello and welcome back to Update Novi. We're here at 12 Oaks Mall, and we were told to be a little more jolly and festive. That I
Our
think
crew
we
told
were-
us that we were too stoic or something. but
What's up with that?
I don't
We're
know.
never like that.
No, we're never like that. I didn't want to butt in. You know, Dan was talking, and he's the manager, and you know,
Christmas shopping, holiday shopping.
Holiday shopping.
is serious stuff.
it's very serious stuff. I'm thinking, what am I going to get? You know,
I thought that's what you were
what am I
doing.
going to ask for? I talked to Santa before we went on the air.
Uh-huh.
He asked me what I wanted, and I did tell him what I wanted, but I obviously can't reveal it to the viewers. But
Is it tangible? Is it something that you can unwrap? Or
I can't
See,
even
I already know. Look at it, because you're.
you only
It's
think
so inappropriate.
oh, it's warm in here.
Oh, so holidays are upon us.
They are.
And
Again,
I know, it just seems
it's
like
almost
we
like,
just were here,
you
huh?
know, yeah.
But before we talk about holidays in
Oh.
Novi, you just got back from an awesome opportunity. And I want to preface it by saying it wasn't at the expense of the city. It was an opportunity that came along through an awesome partnership that we
Partnership.
have with an organization called CLARE.
Claire, the Council of Local Authorities for International Relations.
I bet you didn't know that 2 weeks ago.
I'm not going to say yes or no. I do know it now, though.
But Claire, the Council of Local Authorities for International Relations, what exactly? You want to share a little bit about what it is and what they do?
Well, it's a Japanese organization funded by a bunch of different cities and a bunch of different governments in Japan. And what they do is they fund trips of people from around the world, I found out, not just North America, but from around the world, to have visitors come into Japan and exchange ideas. It's a fabulous opportunity, and you're right, I just got back. I was there for almost 2 weeks, and I visited Tokyo and Amagasaki and Kyoto, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful trip.
Much deeper appreciation and knowledge of our Japanese, the culture, and those that live here, work here in Novi.
No question. I learned things that you can only learn by visiting there, and I saw things that were just wondrous. You know, some things I'm sure I'll never see again. So I have a much deeper appreciation for our Japanese citizens here in Novi, and there's several thousand here that live in Novi, and I just can't be thankful enough to the Claire organization for allowing me to do this. It was truly a great opportunity.
And we have hosted visitors from Claire, Japan, actually.
Yeah.
I bet going on 6 or 7 years now, every spring they send 4, 5, 6 different local government team members that actually are stationed in New York.
Exactly, and they're all from different governments. You know, they're not from Tokyo, they're from around the whole country of Japan, and they're stationed in New York for 3 years, and that's their base, and then they do travel around to meet local government authorities, yeah.
Look forward to that always. It's always a great experience, and obviously they're stationed in New York, but as we all know, New York is not your average American city. So they come out to Novi and have the opportunity, and we've had them on our shows before, and they come out to Novi and have the opportunity to see how, and I hate to say typical, but an average American or Midwestern community actually is governed and staffed and all those good things and operates.
They do, and by the way, the people in Claire, Tokyo know all about Novi because the people in New York have, you know, reported to the headquarters in Tokyo, and so Novi is well known to the Tokyo Claire organization.
So I'm so happy that you had that opportunity and that experience, and like you said, it's a once in a lifetime. And
once in a lifetime, yeah. I'm sure I'll never go back. Well, I shouldn't say I'm sure. I doubt if I'd ever go back, but it's I'm glad I went.
Very, very good. Things are going well, the city. We've got our new city manager has been here now for about 2 months.
About 2 months, and you know, I had a nice long chat with him yesterday. Whenever this is taped, he's really getting his feet wet, really engaged with all the employees and the businesses. He met with Dan a couple weeks ago for a very long conversation. Met with Blair Bowman a few days ago, one of our most prolific businessmen in the city.
Right.
And he's getting around. He's enjoying it.
Yeah, it's all good. You know, I think the new year, we're not even through the holidays yet, but I think the new year is going to bring even more opportunities for Novi. We're going to see a lot of new things.
I know we are.
And
yeah, you know, Mr. Auger was hired on his ability to bring in economic development. And I think we're going to see a lot of that starting in 2015. That's what I believe.
All good. All good.
All good, is right.
And we just shared with Mr. Jones what a catalyst they were for, you know, the development of Novi, and continue to be, because it's not, we all know that just to have a business locate here, they choose here for several reasons, you know, other businesses, but the quality of life things that a community offers, they look for places that their employees may want to reside.
Yeah.
Their employees, when they go out at lunch or when they leave work at night, that there's amenities and things that they can partake in. And Novi offers phenomenal opportunities.
Novi
there.
offers anything and everything. You know, if you can't find it in Novi, you probably don't need it. That's what I've always said. And this mall is the biggest mall in the country, and it's or in the state, and it's certainly, as you talked about in the earlier segment, this mall is almost 40 years old, and it looks like it opened about 2 weeks ago.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
beautiful.
been updated.
Their continued investment is
yeah.
definitely shows.
Well, and that's the Taubman Company.
Yep.
You know,
We have on Friday, December 5th,
Big
light
day.
up the night. The jolly old man will leave 12 Oaks for just a little bit.
few minutes.
Come over and welcome everyone from the city of Novi, and children will have the opportunity to visit with him here
Yes, they will.
at our Civic Center campus. So
Yeah.
I believe that starts at 6 o'clock on Friday, December 5th. Always a great night. 5,000 plus people typically
Lots
attend.
of fun. Lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
If you're out there listening to this before December 5th, make a point to come out that night. There's free food, free hot
food.
chocolate. There's
Yep.
a lot of freebies, and you get to meet Santa
Yep,
Claus.
free visits with Santa and crafts and entertainment. It's always a fun night to get out and share with your fellow neighbors here
Yeah.
in Novi.
You'll be there.
I will be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I might not be there then.
Well, I'm only gonna be there for a minute. Really. Yeah.
All's good. What else we got? Anything, or are we good? Do you think we should do one more show in December just to like wrap up the year?
Well,
and
I
maybe,
think that'd be a wonderful idea. Are we gonna do anything around Thanksgiving?
you know what? We should, but this show's still going to be airing. But
We can
but
air
you
2
wanna know
shows
what?
at once, can't we?
That's fair.
Or is that
because-
against the rules?
No, we could do that because you know
Okay.
what?
Is my hair okay?
Thanksgiving is the day before Thanksgiving, even
Well,
in Novi.
that's a special day.
It is a special
I don't want to
day.
go into it right now.
It's
but
almost like a holiday in Novi.
it's almost like a holiday. In fact, my boss thinks it is a holiday.
Okay. You're a real boss. I believe it's Wednesday the 26th.
I'm not sure the date, but
But it's the
I'm
Wednesday.
having some minor surgery the day before, so I'm going to be kind of hobbled a little bit walking, but I'm going to be
But
there.
but you
But
think
I'll
so.
be there.
But you'll be there.
But I will be there.
Okay.
Okay? That's my toe. Okay.
Okay. So we're
No,
playing
give me any
tongue-in-cheek
cards
here.
or anything either.
We're-
I'll be fine.
Unless they have gift cards for the holidays or something. Garrett's popcorn.
But that would be okay.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Great local businessman.
Yes.
Opens his doors from 3 to 8.
A dear friend
Dear friend, Mo Leon.
who's
Mo's
been
on
here as
10.
long as this mall, just about.
You're probably right.
Oh, I am right.
So, been in business, you're right, for 30-some years, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, 37.
But Mo's on 10, just west of Haggerty.
Just west of Haggerty.
Mo's on 10.
I think construction is done now there.
Right, very iconic institution in Novi. 3 to 8 p.m., a free traditional Thanksgiving meal.
Free.
We're talking.
Served by the brass in the city of Novi. You know, the
You're
police
right.
chief
We-
is there.
Yep.
and you're there, the director of communications, and I'll be there. Maybe some council people. So
You'll be there hobbling. Do not have mayor bring the soup to your table.
No.
Or hot coffee.
no, I might just be there to look pretty.
But from 3 to 8, it's a traditional holiday meal. Chicken noodle soup, turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
pumpkin pie, the whole works.
I'm kind of hungry just thinking about
I know,
it, to be
me
honest.
too. But he and his family do a really nice job. And it's not just open for those in need. It's open to anybody in the city that wants to come and enjoy some good community
Anybody
fun.
from the area, really not to
You
be
know
in the
what?
city.
You're correct.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody in the area.
Did you hear that? I'm correct. That's the first time Sheryl said I'm correct in 4 years.
Yeah, you're right. There, I just said it again. Twice in 30 seconds.
Write this down,
But anyways,
everybody.
let's stop. Mo's on 10, the
Mo's-
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, free holiday meal. Everybody's invited. There's information on the city's website. You can stop in and ask Mo about it, and he'll be sure to share.
Yes, yeah.
So-
It's everything in Novi is magical. It just gets more magical as we head into the holiday season. Not just this mall, but we have malls, in the whole area here.
You know what? And you're right. The reinvestment in the Novi Town Center. And continued reinvestment. In January, we're going to have a Hobby Lobby. Those of
know.
you that don't know Hobby Lobby,
Right.
you need to check out Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. And what else did we just open? We just opened up a Buddy's
Pizza.
right across the street. It's something we've asked for and hoped for and wished for years and years. So
2 years ago.
yeah,
2 years ago, a simple phone call was made to Buddy's
yeah.
for them to look
I
at
think you're going to
Novi.
take full credit for
I will
getting
not.
Buddy's here.
I will not, and I'm not going
I
to.
hope not.
I won't say who made the phone call, but
But somebody made it,
somebody made it. And here we are 2 years later,
and it's open.
and it's open.
I might go there for dinner right after this
They
segment.
have great pizza. So With
They have
that,
a
I
great
think
salad.
we're rambling now. I
We
think
could be
we've
rambling,
lost,
but
we've
we're
lost so much
our
about it.
crew. Are we better this segment?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Are
smiling.
we better?
So,
Yeah, they're
okay.
happy now. They're smiling.
They're smiling.
They're not giving us this, so
No.
we're good. So, on that note, thank you for joining me. Great
Thank you for
location.
having me.
So you can go Christmas shopping now.
Well, I've started my Christmas shopping
have too.
2 months ago.
Well,
My daughter, God bless her, she sends me reminders
I love
starting in
that.
about July or August.
I do the same thing. I
Yeah.
send my mom a little note, so this is what I'd like. But great time as always,
Always.
hosting with you. You will see us again before the end of the year.
Before.
With, whether
Maybe
you
a
want to
couple
or
times.
not.
Maybe a couple times. Thanksgiving and maybe one time in December.
Okay,
I
there
think
you
it'd be
go.
good. I like working with this lady, okay? Is that all right?
What?
I said I like working
Oh,
with you.
there you go. I like working with you too, my friend.
I hope so.
So the dates you got to remember are Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Friday, December 5th. 2 important days in Novi before the holidays. Mark your calendar, and then we will be back, as Mayor promised, before the holiday season is over.
Yes.
cityofnovi.org has all the information on any upcoming City of Novi events you're looking for. Or you can always call the mayor personally at
Sure
City
can.
Hall.
At City Hall? Yeah, call the
At
city clerk.
248-347-0416. That's Stephanie's number.
Okay.
Poor girl. But anyways, thank you for joining us on this edition of Update Novi. Until next time, be safe and take care.